These are my official power rankings for Afcon 2025. Honorable mention is Egypt. Just falls out of my top 5 simply because I think they still play as individuals rather than a team. They need to get themselves together. Of course, they have Salah, who is one of the best players in the world, let alone Africa. But I don't think they performed really well in the last Afcon, and because of that, they fall down in my list of rankings, right? So for me, good squad. They have Mamouche, they have Salah, players from Al Ahly. Pyramids won the CAF Champions League. So Egypt should be doing much better than they've showed us. And Salah needs it for his legacy, for his international legacy. He needs to deliver a trophy. So lots of pressure, especially if this might be one of his last tournaments. But I think he's fit enough and he has good health and stamina to, see a few more of these, to be honest with you. But for my power rankings, Egypt just fall out of the top 5. Now, fifth, I go Nigeria. Amazing squad of internationals, but we have learned that sometimes that doesn't automatically mean wins on the pitch. It doesn't automatically translate to success on the pitch. Nigeria lost in the final in the last Afcon, so of course they're going to want to do one better, especially after taking the lead. They've just missed out on World Cup qualification, so it's not been good, it's not been perfect for Nigeria, and that's why I also have South Africa over them. It's been tight between Nigeria and South Africa. In the last Afcon they made in the semi-finals, Nigeria only beat South Africa on penalties, so technically it was a draw, but they were in the same qualifying group for the World Cup campaign, and South Africa went out on top even after a 3-point deduction. So the fact that Nigeria didn't capitalize on that and also lost to DRC Congo in the playoffs, it's just a sign that it's not clicking yet. But of course, they have one of the best strikers, if not the best striker on the continent. For me, definitely the best striker on the continent, and that is Victor Osimhen, a proper number 9, and he will be the X factor for Nigeria. Number 4, I have South Africa, and I've just explained why I have South Africa above Nigeria, but I also have them below the top 3. Lots of growth, lots of improvement in recent years for South Africa. Like I said, qualifying for the World Cup for the first time since 2010, when they only qualified as hosts. And then you have to go back even more years when they actually earned the qualification through matches and qualifying campaigns on the field, right? Made it to the Afcon last time out after missing out on the past 2 seasons. So what a job that Hugo Bros has done, and they were not favorites for anything, and they went all the way to the semi-final and finished 3rd in that tournament. So of course it's a really good team to watch. Bafana with almost 90% of local players in that squad doing this job is absolutely amazing, and it's a testament to South African and local football, right? So that's where I have South Africa just below the top 3. Now, these are my favorites. Ivory Coast, of course, the defending champions, you have to put them in there. For me, they do not have the best squad, but I think, of course, you don't take it for granted that they turned around a bad start, a terrible start in the last Afcon, where even the fans vandalized the stadium and buses thinking it was all over, even fired the coach mid-tournament. But Amias Faye came in and then took the team to glory, took the whole country to glory. So the belief in that squad should be running high, and obviously they should aim to retain their title. But it's very difficult to retain Afcon. I think the last team that did it was Egypt when they won it 3 in a row in the 2000s decade, right? So since then, it's never really been done before. So it's extremely difficult to defend Afcon, and that's why I have these were very tight to separate between Morocco and Senegal. It was very tight. I've just went Morocco because they are host nations. They are the host nations. They're a good squad. I think they play well as a team. And you cannot take out the factor that hosting the tournament adds a big plus. The 12th man of the stadium, and we know in the last Afcon, the host nations went on to win it as well. So obviously Morocco are bouncing off an unexpected early exit in the round of 16 against South Africa, but it was a game that they also had some opportunities that they missed. Hakimi missed the penalty to get Morocco back into the game. They got a red card, so they were 10 men down as well. So it was definitely a shock victory for South Africa, unexpected, and they were going to want to do better than that, especially since I think they've only won it once, Morocco. They've only won the Afcon once or never. But I think it's once, let me be honest. I think it's once, but let me know if I'm wrong. But as hosts, especially coming off a World Cup campaign where they finished as semi-finalists after knocking out Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal. This would be a tournament where if they win that title, it cements their legacy, especially in this squad where we are saying it's their golden generation. And second, favorites, to me, it was very close. It's Senegal. I think Senegal have the best squad in the tournament. They should aim to win this tournament, right? So the likes of Sadio Mane, especially Senegal have won it before, not in this edition, but the past one after beating Egypt on penalties in the final. So Senegal have done it recently. Senegal, I think, have the better quality players, the likes of Ilian Ndiaye. I can't wait for you guys to see Ilian Ndiaye play football if you have not seen him before. Goosebumps. I already get goosebumps thinking about how good that Senegal squad is. And Ilian Ndiaye and the players like Ismaili Sarr, you could go on and on about how that squad is so amazing. And also having a good keeper counts. And why I also have Morocco is because of Yassine Bono, who's extremely important in the post, and we saw what a good keeper does for a tournament, because Stanley Mamani was almost keeper of the tournament. I think he finished second to Ronald Williams for South Africa. Ronald Williams was incredible and even finished in, was nominated in the FIFA Best Awards as well as the Yashin Trophy. After that stellar campaign for South Africa in the Afcon led them to a bronze finish. Nabali was important for Nigeria, led them also to a final. So sometimes having an X-factor keeper is very important. But those are my power rankings. In summary, Morocco's favorite, Senegal just narrowly missing out for me. Only X-factors because Morocco have Yassine Bono, I think one of the best keepers in this tournament, and also being the hosts adds. And that's why I've put Morocco to win it. I've put Morocco to be the favorites for the tournament. Senegal runners up only because of the squad. And then I have Ivory Coast as third favorites, of course, defending champions. I have South Africa as fourth because I think South African football is on the rise and everyone should take notice at what mostly local players can do and the type of football that they play in South Africa. Five is Nigeria and Egypt just missing out. So huge pressure, especially on Nigeria, because they missed out on World Cup qualification. They're going to want to give their fans something to at least console themselves, a consolation, if you will, for the fact that they will not be in the US next year. But let me know what your power rankings are. Let me know where I got it wrong. I think it's pretty solid. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
This is Itumeleng Kune. I'm with KG Dato. Catch him on YouTube channel. We are football. Please, we are football channel. Sharp.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
Who will be there? Do you care though? Who will be there?